Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hate Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hate Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hate Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hate Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hate Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hate Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hate Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hate Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hate Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
And I'm muted. Good day, good day, good day, wherever you are on the globe. I was speaking there and I was muted. Talk about a Mercury retrograde. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge show. If you are logging in or tuning in or listening for the first time, this is a show which aims to inform, enlighten, educate, entertain, all about the cosmos and how it's having its miraculous and beautiful effects here in the mundane world on planet Earth. This is a show brought to you by the one and only Magic Mind. Go get your Magic Mind, people. Do you feel mentally fatigued, physically fatigued, feeling a bit confused, need a bit of an energy boost? Go get your Magic Mind, au natural. In all of my posts, whether it's on YouTube, whether you're listening to this on any of the podcast platforms, I'm available on Apple, Spotify, Google, Amazon. All the details will be there. Go get your Magic Mind and you get a 20% discount. Yeah, courtesy of listening to the Lunar Lounge. So yeah, Mercury retrograde. The Mercury retrograde got me just now. And there's been many games as well. Happy New Month, beautiful people. I want to give shout outs to all you people who've been downloading this show, who listen to this show, various areas of the world. Brazil is still the top. Yeah, but slowly but surely, Belgium and the Netherlands are creeping up. Pakistan also as well. UAE is also up there. You're about, fourth? Yeah, so we need to keep it going. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Later on in the show, or towards the end of the show, there's going to be again tarot card of the week, so watch out for that. And also competition time. Hey, we don't have a winner this week. But I'll be reading that out and I'll be giving another question. Nobody wants to win this 30 square, right? Yeah, it is what it is. What is the weather like where you are? Wherever you are tuning in from, wherever you're listening from. I'm looking at the sunny blue sky right now. It's still a bit chilly though. It's still a bit chilly. And some winds are blowing. Maybe it's because where I'm situated, I'm on the second floor. But I mean, we get some nice breeze coming. It's a shame because it only comes from the kitchen and from the bathroom, which is on the eastern side. My kitchen faces the window faces the east. I get to see that sunrise in the morning. But I get a breeze coming from the east. It's beautiful, really. Sometimes really nice in the summer. I get a nice breeze, even when it's really hot. It's like, yeah, cool stuff. And it's been really windy this morning, but it's chilly. It's cold. It's like, what's going on? What else? Yeah. But it's sky blue. It's warming up. We're at that time of the year, aren't we? We're officially in the spring. Yeah, Aries season. So we're going forth. Things are heating up. It's just that Mars is in Cancer, so it's like, yeah, it's still got a bit of that coolness to it. So it is what it is. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge show. Shout out to any of you guys who are tuning in. Shout out to Faye, Yvette, Jacqueline Winter, Jackie. Welcome to the show. And for those of you also again on the Instagram, shout out to, is it Shanti? Shout out to LaDonna. How you doing, LaDonna? Shout out to all of you guys. Welcome to the show. Welcome, Geraldine. Shout out to Pretty. Okay, well, the place is filling up. People are coming in slowly but surely. It is what it is. But it's a Mercury retrograde. That's soon going to be over, isn't it? In about 5-6 days time. You still have to go through that shadow period, but hey, it's we take the rough with the smooth, yeah? And then in a couple of weeks, Venus will also be going direct as well, around about 13th, 14th. But we'll be looking at the chart for the moment very, very soon. So yeah, hold your horses, man. I'll be bringing up what's been going on in the news, however. What's been happening news-wise? Shout out to Pamela, Sister Pam. Welcome to the show. I haven't been. My time has been taken up, and I just haven't had time to really watch the news. What's going on? Am I missing anything? I suspect the usual stuff is going on. First and foremost, do any of you, like myself, have direct debits that come out either end of the month or the first of the month? I have both. Listen, man, I was gobsmacked. I mean, normally I'm like, okay, they put an extra couple of quid on top, no big deal. No, not anymore. Water bill has gone through the roof. I think I'm going to be cutting off my water, and I'll be buying my own water. Thank you very much. It's nearly doubled. Nearly was double in price. I could not believe what I was seeing. I was like, what? All my money gone. Electricity, gas, everything is just going up sky high. Yeah, they're taking. Listen, I understand. Well, I understand to some degree how inflation works, and yeah, I don't care where you are in the world, everything always goes up. Yeah, okay, coolio. Ain't got no problem with that. But all right, a few percent, I get it. Goes up maybe 1%, 2%. What is this But my bill jumped from 40 something. My phone bill, internet bill, everything just went zoop, like near enough, you know. They went up by, it was more than 50%. That's for sure. I know my maths. So yeah. Yeah. Capreem's asking me, do you have a water meter? No. Should I be getting one? Listen, man. I just don't want to speak too much, but yeah. Something's going on. It is what it is. Thanks a lot, you voter labours. You Labour voters, voter labours, whatever you want to call yourselves. I thought things were meant to be coming down. See what happens? We want Labour. Yeah, well, you got it. You're going to be labouring more to make more money to pay your bills. So it don't matter who gets in, does it really? Let's face it. Because I'm not suggesting by any means that Conservative would have brought the price down. I'm not suggesting that at all. Doesn't really matter. Let me take a drink of water. Since water's becoming so expensive. And it's not even that great water anyway. Hard-ass water. Okay. Capreem's saying, so maybe you should, because you're not always at home. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. All these meters. All these smart meters. I've been getting quite a thing on that as well. People trying to, do you want a smart meter? Not yet. But I'm thinking about it. I don't know. There's something to it by the looks of it. There's always pluses and minuses, isn't it? So it's all how you balance it all out. It's crazy. But yeah, I do know that the thing, council tax, like between council tax, water bill, gas, electricity, phone, it's like all these, it's like they just went zoop, they all went up. I was like, because when I saw that, I was like, I don't normally pay this amount of money every. And then I did switch on the news briefly, radio news, that is. And yeah, they were talking about that. They were talking about, today's the first day of, I thought they were playing some April Fool's joke. That weren't funny. Saying, love my tarot reading for this month, by the way. Oh, thank you. Ain't me, mate. I'm just a messenger. I'm just the go-in-between. I can't even remember what I guess so many readings. I can't remember what I say to people. They say, oh, and you said this, and I'm like, I can't remember. You know how many readings I'm doing? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's crazy. Yeah, but it is what it is. No, great stuff. It is what it is. I'll be bringing up the chart of the moment. What else? What else did I want to discuss? Nothing yet. I'm just blabbering on, aren't I? I think we should just go to the chart and let's see what's happening there. Pamela's saying we are living in modern day Dickens times. Yeah, something like that. Yes and no. I would tend to disagree, Pam, with that. I would say it's both. I agree and disagree. I totally understand where the concept is, but I don't care what era you go to. It doesn't matter what era you go to. You will find somebody who's experiencing Dickens times, if you want to say Charles Dickens times. For those of you who are maybe listening to the recording, or for those of you on the Instagram who are not seeing the message, because the messages are predominantly coming. I don't know why they don't come from the Instagram, because I'm streaming live on the Instagram. But she's referring to Charles Dickens, of course. And Oliver Twist is one of my favorite movies. It's still stuck with me. The one from the 60s, 70s. I know they've done quite a few, but and this idea that going through poor, I think there's just always poor times. There's never history has never. Shout out to Madonna, Madonna Mystics. How you doing, my dear? Long time. I think there's always going to be people in that Dickens or Charles Dickens situation or scenario. There's always going to be people, no matter what era you go to. What era? It's quite interesting because we always, and I think this is a human thing, we always look back to the good old days. Yeah, but you're comparing it to where you're at now, right? So you've come a certain place. And of course, things seem to get difficult or change, which they should do. Things change. Things have to change. You can't expect everything to be the same it was. We would like it to be. That's that sentimental part of us as human beings. We would like that to be. But the fact of the matter is things change. Things do. And because things change, depending, again, it's different for different people. But there seems to be this idea that things do get more difficult. And quite rightly so. Welcome, Florence, to the show. But there's always going to be people in that Charles Dickens state. It's never been, back in the days of those Charles Dickens, there were people who were living great, living probably better than some of us today, although they didn't have the internet or the Lunar Lounge show. But yeah, I feel it's just life. And again, every day there's people, as things may be getting difficult, there's people who are going to be breaking through. There's people who are going to be making waves. There's people going from rags to riches stories every day. And there's from riches to rags every day. It happens every day. People lose their assets, fall from grace, lose their positions in life, lose their wealth, lose their money, money gone, divorce, breakup, bad investments, all that kind of stuff. People lose it. People do lose a lot. But people will get, regardless of how you want to say, as I'm saying, yeah, bills went up or whatever, well, somebody's cashing in somewhere. Somebody's cashing in somewhere. And that's why it's all about the individual journey. We have to understand where we are at. Where are we in our lives? What's happening in our lives? How can we better? How can we enhance our conditions so that we are in better positions so we can live more healthier lives? But that requires work. And that's something that we're not willing to do. Who the hell wants to work? 6th house stuff. Yeah, right. Nobody wants to do that stuff. If we had enough money, we'd get people to do it for us. That's how the world works. So yeah, it is. But I get what you're saying. That yeah, things are. There is over here in the UK. There is this kind of. The walls seem to be, for the common man, there does seem to be like the walls are closing in and things are getting difficult. The 80s, 90s were kind of all right. I think we had a good run. I think if there was a period where you think, I think the 80s, 90s, we have a good, but to be sincere, I think that's what we're paying back now. I think we took the piss, to be quite honest. I think we had a good time in the 80s. 80s was quite good. And even 90s. I think coming up to like the late 90s, early 2000s, things might have started to switch. But I think we had a good 20 years. I'd say from 80s, early 80s to 2000. 1980 to 2000. I think for that 20 years. I think that Jupiter-Saturn conjunction that we had in 1980, yeah, what was it, in Libra? In Libra. It was in Libra. Yeah, I think that cycle was really good. And I think that cycle was really good because Saturn was exalted. And I think we had Jupiter's okay there as well. I think that was a very good cycle, and I think we took the piss out of that. I think we didn't utilize it. I think we did a lot of squandering. We wasted a lot of money. So yeah, the 80s was good. The 80s was really good. 80s was really good. If we do want to have a little bit of reflection, or if we do want to think about the good old days, the 80s was really good. 80s to 2000. I think starting from 2000, then we had the Saturn Jupiter conjunction again in 2000, didn't we? That was in Taurus. It's quite interesting because both of them were in signs of Venus, and I think that's what it was. I think we got to indulge, you know, Libra Venus. We got the indulgence. We got the indulgence, and then the last Jupiter Saturn conjunction in Aquarius, right, which also ushered in the whole COVID. That kept us in check. Saturn sign. You see the difference? You see the difference within the cycles? Jupiter Saturn in Libra, Venus ruled in the 80s, all the way to 2000. Then 2000, we had another Jupiter Venus Jupiter Saturn conjunction in Taurus, Venus ruled. And I think we partied, man. I think we enjoyed it. I think we got spoiled. We indulged and we got spoiled. And we wanted to keep it the same. And then the last one, Jupiter Saturn in Aquarius, Saturn ruled, get your ass to work. Cut your coat according to your size. Get serious. Payback time. Because Saturn is about payback. So we're paying it back. So don't complain, baby. You know, you got to create the new, man. It's a new era. It is what it is. Yes, it has been a while, Madonna. I am blessed as usual. Give thanks. Great to hear that. Pamela said, yes, 80s, 90s were goofy. What do you mean goofy? They were good. They were good. You had great times. You had great movies, great music, scenery. People didn't give a damn. People didn't give a damn. Oh, we took the piss in the 80s. Yeah, it is what it is. And look who was ruling then. Well, in the UK at least. It's Margaret Thatcher. You had Margaret Thatcher over here. You had Reagan. You had Reagan, didn't you? Yeah, you had Reagan. Reagan in the 80s. It was Reagan. Reagan, and then who took off after Reagan? Wasn't it Bush? Bush Senior? I think Bush Senior. Yeah, so that kind of era. But yeah, good. Yeah. Oh yeah. You meant good. Yeah. It was good. It was good. The Jupiter Saturn cycles were good. They were in Venus. They were in Venus signs. And even 2000. Even though it was still in Taurus, they were in Venus signs, and I think the last 20 years coming up to the one in 2020 may not have been good as the one from 80s to 2000s. Yes, but nevertheless, we had a good 20 years, and then we had another okay 20 years. So in total, 40 years, brother. Hold your horses, man. You. Shout out to BLVC. I don't know how to pronounce that. Shout out to Core Crystals. Shout out to Yanifa. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge show. Hope you're all well, man. We're here. Anyhow, let's get into the astrology of the day. Let me share my screen. Bring up the chart, as I always do, and let's see what's happening. Moon in Gemini. People. Before I even start to go into anything, the moon is in Gemini, and the moon is conjunct Jupiter today. We've got the moon waxing. Ever want to do a ritual? We've been speaking about hard times. How about you do one today? Make a wish, people. Make a wish. Yeah. Moon conjunct. I saw it yesterday night. Really looks beautiful. You see the crescent moon right next to Jupiter. And you'll be seeing it tonight as well. So people, shout out to you as well, Yanifa. People, make a wish today, tonight. If you've got Planetary Hour app, you can get them, you can download them for free. Planetary app, get a Planetary app and get the Hour of Jupiter. Make a wish. We've got the moon next to Jupiter. That's very auspicious. It's very good. It's a good time. So I thought I'd plug that in. So yeah, make sure you go and make a wish upon the star. You cannot go wrong. Okay, what is happening planetary wise? Let's see. We are in the month of April. We had the new moon solar eclipse on Saturday. So that's well on the way right now. New beginnings, planting new seeds. Hope you guys are initiating that. As we can see, both Venus and Mercury, they've both gone back into Pisces, retrograding. But yeah, they're going to be coming out of retrograde this month, right? Yeah. Okay, so what else is happening here? Where we've got an exact Mars trine Saturn. Now that's been coming for a while, hasn't it? It has been coming for a while. It's been that slow working energy, slow release, slow, as my mother would say, slow poison. Not that this is poison, but I'm just using that as a scenario. But slow energy, yeah, slow build up. That is what the Mars Saturn essentially is about. It's a nice energy. It's a great energy for completing projects. It's a great energy for work. It's a great energy for business. Things that you've been having difficulty with in perhaps completing. It's a great energy for taking on challenges, for motivation, to push beyond. You've got that Mars Saturn. It's locomotive energy. It's steamrolling energy. It's really good. Well, they are exactly trine right now. Mars at 24 degrees of Cancer, Saturn at 24 degrees of Pisces. Good stuff. So that's cool. We'll take that. I do like the fact that Venus, although she's retrograde, she's next to the North Node, right, at 26 degrees today. So there may be something here about channeling or integrating universal love. Yeah, I like that. Okay, what's going on? And we've got Mercury also conjunct Venus in Pisces at the moment, and that's going to be there for also over the course of the next few days. So really good to talk, to communicate, be nice, be polite. Yeah. It confused that energy. We've got the big Neptune, which has now moved into Aries now. Yeah, that was on the 31st? When was that? Monday, 2 days ago or so? Moved in. Voila. Boom. Straight into Aries. We haven't had that. Nobody on planet Earth has experienced that. So yeah, new beginning. Real new beginning. Yeah. New beginning in our ideals, in our visions, new beginnings also perhaps in our spirituality. Yeah, we're really going to be seeing some big stuff happening here with this Neptune in moving into Aries. So yeah, that's going to be talked about. Are there any is there anybody here born March 19th, 20th? More 20th. March 20th. Any 20th, 21st March people here? Because why am I saying that? Neptune is going to be also anybody born on the 21st of June, 21st, 22nd of June. I do know somebody born on the 21st of June. My nephew, my grandnephew. Yeah, they're going to be feeling it. Anybody born 21st of September, 21st, 22nd of September, and anybody born 21st, 22nd of December. Yeah, Neptune is hitting you, and you are in Dreamler world. Pamela saying, I saw the moon last night. It was outstanding. Yes, it was. Jack said, I saw it too. Looked lovely. It was indeed. Really nice. Really nice. Looked really nice. Loved it. Was very, very, very beautiful. Shout out to Mason, all the way from New York. Hey, USA. How's it going? Shout out from, is it Buzz? Is it Buzz? Some of these names you guys come in with. I don't know. But yeah, shout out. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge show. Caprimi saying, my brother is 21st of September. How's he doing? Is he keeping afloat? 21st of September, that means the Neptune is opposing his sun right now. Yeah. Tell him to stay away from the alcohol or any external substances. I'm not suggesting that he does any of that, but if he does, stay away. And if he's about to embark on it, stay away. Yeah, and it's the opposition. The opposition can be quite heavy, especially from Neptune. He's probably just getting a prompt right now. It's not really hitting it. It's when Neptune goes retrograde and then comes back and hits him again. I might hit him 2 or 3 times. Pamela saying my daughter is 22nd of December. Yeah, well, she's getting this. She's going to be getting the square. She's going to be getting the square. She's going to be getting the square from Neptune. So feeling a little bit confused. Confused.com. That's what I refer to Neptune transits as. Confused.com, because that's exactly what it does. Confuses the hell out of you. You go through these periods of, mental fog, lack of clarity, don't know what to do. The secret of Neptune, simple. I'm going to put it in one liner. Go with the flow. More to it than that, but go with the flow. Pamela's saying she's going through hell at work. Yeah, but that sounds like that's something that's been there for quite some time. So that may not necessarily be the Neptune. However, Neptune may add to it for sure. No doubt about that. But that sounds like it's something, because Neptune's just moved in there recently. Although he would have been squaring it out of sign-wise for the last couple of months. So that could have been having an effect. But it's an interesting one. Those people who were born at the beginning of the solstices or equinoxes, 19th, 20th, 21st of March, 21st, perhaps maybe 22nd of June, 21st, 22nd of September, 21st, 22nd of December. They'll be feeling that. Pamela's saying the job is new. Well, yeah. Yeah. Well, regardless whether it's new or old, Neptune's not going to. It's got to go with the flow with that one. Yeah, Neptune can be a bugger. It can be a bugger. It can be a real bugger. Got to be careful with Neptune. He's a sneaky one. So he's moved into Aries. So surely he's going to be sending a few people a bit daisy. What else have we got? It's interesting with the sun. Sun's coming up to sextile Jupiter. I spoke about that last week. Let's go out throughout some of the days. Let's see what's happening here. Well, Venus is getting closer as she's retrograding, getting closer to Saturn. It's going to conjunct Saturn, isn't she? Oh, well, we've got a Venus-Saturn conjunction, people. Watch out for your relationships, number one, and watch out for your money. We've been speaking about money, haven't we? You see it right there, beginning of the month. Yeah, we get a whiff of a little bit of credit crunch. Yeah, that's Venus conjunct Saturn. That means you must value yourself. Work hard on valuing yourself. You value yourself, you make money. It's that simple. Well, I'll take it back. It's not that simple. But that's what it is. It will or can be simple for some. But yeah. Venus conjunct Saturn, people. I'm going to show you because that's going to be exact in the next couple of days. However, we've also got a Sun sextile Jupiter coming up. We can see here the Mars Saturn is still continuing over the course of the next few days, right? It's actually building up because Mars is moving more and more, as he's, come out of retrograde a few weeks ago. He's moving. So here, this is the day when it's going to become exact, on the 4th of April. So in 2 days' time, we're going to have the Mars trine Saturn become exact. Okay, so that's going to be the peak of it. What else have we got? 5th. On the 5th of April, we've got an exact Venus Saturn conjunction, which will probably be on the 5th of April and the 6th of April. People, don't do no major spending. Do not buy anything big. Hold on to your money. Don't say I didn't tell you. Okay? And that starts from now. That starts from now. Hold on to your money, people. Save, save, save. I know what some of you are thinking. Well, if there ain't no money to save in the first place. All right, fair enough. But don't make any big purchases. Venus, Saturn. Yeah? So, and that's happening now. But it peaks on the 5th. And it will be there on the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. Watch out for that. However, we do have a little bit of a pick-me-upper with the Sun sextile to Jupiter, which starts on the 4th and 5th. You know what this is? This is a little bit of a pick-me-up, feel confident, but things are not as good as you may think they are or as you want them to be. There's a bit of an illusion there. Venus conjunct Saturn in Pisces, a retrograde Venus as well. Watch it, people. But you can have a good time within reason, and that's this weekend, isn't it? On the 6th, we're going to have an exact Sun-Jupiter sextile, which will be exact. We're still going to be having the Venus-Saturn conjunction. Not only Venus-Saturn conjunction, Venus, Saturn, and Mercury. Right? We got Mercury, Venus, Saturn, all conjunct in Pisces. This is busy, busy, busy. So yeah. What are we experiencing here? But Mercury starts to go stationary on the 6th to start to go direct. So, okay. What else have we got? On the 7th of April, we've still got the 7th of April, we've still got the Sun sextiling Jupiter. Even on the 8th, sextiling Jupiter. We've still got Mars trining Saturn, but it's separating. However, the Venus-Saturn conjunction is, yeah. On the 7th of April, Mercury comes out of retrograde. Yippee. We can get a bit of breathing space. The things I have held off for this is enormous. And the amount of people have been like, hey, can you sign this? Can you sign this? Can you sign this? Can you sign this? No. You're going to wait. Let's do it now. It's the best time to do it now. I was like, yeah, okay. So yeah, so that's that. That's that. What else? So that's the 7th of April. What else have we got here? Who else is doing what? Let's keep going. So we've still got the Venus Saturn continuing on the. So Mercury goes direct on the 7th. But Venus is still conjunct, is still retrograde, and still conjunct Saturn. All the way through to the 8th. They're really, really close, you know. Because Venus is about to slow down to go forward. So she's not moving that quick. So she's around Saturn the whole time. Jesus. What is going on here? What else have we got? Also to include, while Venus is conjunct Saturn, she's also making a sextile to Uranus. So we're having to consolidate our finances and our financial world, but we're also being surprised. We're having a bit of a, shake-up. Mason is saying, can you sign this? Hell no. Yeah, exactly. Hell no. So we've got the sextile with Venus and Uranus as well going on. Quite a bit of action. So 12th. This is from the 11th, 12th. We're having this. Then on the 12th of April, we've got a full moon. We've got our next full moon, which is in the sign of Libra. What is it going to be? What, 22 degrees? 23 degrees. It's going to be at 23 degrees of Libra, people. We've got a full moon, which is bang smack on my Venus. Interesting. Wonder what's going to happen for me. Yeah, I don't know. Too busy doing everybody else's reading. Never got to do mine. But yeah. Well, what's quite interesting, well, Spiker has moved along now, but there is a fixed star near there. We could possibly count it. There's a fixed star at 23, 24 degrees of Libra. It's moved to 24 degrees now. The fixed star Spiker, which is quite fortunate. So this could be an interesting full moon. So this is going to be on the 12th of April. We've got a full moon in the sign of Libra. Is there any, it's a bit of a trine to Jupiter with it. But yeah, that's about it. Okay, so it may have a bit of a Jupiter theme to it. It's something for growth, perhaps. And on the 12th, on this full moon in Libra, are you paying attention? Listen to this one, people. On the 12th of April, full moon in Libra. What planet rules Libra? Venus. Guess what? Venus stations on the 12th of April to start to go direct. Wow. You couldn't make this up if you tried. The planets are speaking to us. So the zodiac sign where the full moon is taking place, the planet which rules it, Venus, comes out of retrograde. It's beginning her journey to come out of retrograde. Still conjunct Saturn, by the way, in close proximity. So essentially, we've got this Venus-Saturn thing. Yeah, for quite some time. So 13th of April. So on the 13th of April, Venus will go direct. On the 13th of April, Venus will go direct. Still conjunct Saturn. So we're going to be having a Venus-Saturn conjunction pretty much all the way through April. All the way through mid-April. We're going to be having a Venus Saturn conjunction. Now, another thing I wanted to point out. On the 16th of April, Mercury moves back into the sign of Aries, conjunct Neptune. We're going to have Mercury conjunct Neptune. Now, let me tell you, this is, it could be a little bit confusing. Haven't you found over the last week it been a little bit confusing? Because Mercury's been retrograde and Mercury has been conjunct Neptune for about the last week. Do you know something, people? I didn't have a clue. I did not have an absolute clue that over here in the UK, the clocks went forward on Sunday. It took somebody, one of my students actually, in Nigeria to alert me that the clocks had gone forward. And I was even arguing with her. Well, I wasn't arguing with her, but I was saying, no, the clocks haven't gone forward. I'm sure the clocks are going forward in the next couple of weeks. And she's saying, no, they've gone forward. Only to find out. Not only that, I spoke to somebody else later on that day, on Sunday, and they didn't know either. And they were in London, they were in the UK. They weren't in London, but they were in the UK themselves. It's like, what the hell? Because, again, your phones, they just do it automatically. It just goes forward now. Bring back the old clocks, please. I need one of them grandfather clocks. Yeah. So that's what's happening there. Amy, welcome to the show. She's asking, did you start earlier today? Nope. I started same time, 12:30 p.m. UK time. Guess what? Don't tell me, Amy. The clocks. See, I think Amy got caught up with the clocks. Because if, depending which part of the world you're in, you might not realize that over here in the UK, well, I'm sure you know that the clocks go forward, but you might not know when they do. Jacqueline Whitser is saying, my friend thought the clocks went forward on Monday. On Monday. Yeah, exactly. I would have had a clue. I still would have had a clue up to today. If it's saying my clock's in the kitchen still showing winter time. It does a week after. Yeah, I don't blame you. I think I need one of them clocks. Do you know what? I know, listen, I'm all for advancements, you know. I'm all for progression. But there's just, I don't know, there's some things that, you know, just keep it as it is, man. I think this is the thing with humanity. I think we get caught up in, we're always wanting to progress. We always wanted to progress. And sometimes we could, in a lot of cases, we're throwing baby out with the bathwater. We're all trying to be more efficient, right? We're trying to do things quicker. We're trying to do things better. We're trying to do things smoother. I'm not against digital watches or digital. Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. But keep the original, man. Don't throw. That's why you can't diss the ancestors. You can't diss the forefathers. They knew exactly. They knew what they were doing. Where we thought they may not have got it right, perhaps they were probably right all along. Bring back the father clock. It's all based on the sun's rotation anyway. So yeah, bring it back. Good reminder of the cosmos. Yeah, I had no idea that the clocks went forward. Yeah, so that was a shock to me. Shout out to Lemise. Welcome to the show. Lemise saying as well, me too. Oh, God. Golden Ram, welcome to the show. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Yeah, Lemise, I had no idea. It was on the Sunday. It was a student that actually reminded me. Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. What a world, eh? Yeah, I need one of them old clocks back. Yeah, bring it back, or bring back the old school. Well, like I said, over the course of the last week, Mercury and Neptune have been kicking it. The planet which represents rationale meets the planet that is non-rationale. Well, you work that one out and tell me what the answer is. Yeah? 1 plus 0. You know, 1 plus 0 is what? Is it 1 or is it 0? you tell me, you know. It's a funny one. 1 plus 0 or 0 plus 1. I don't know. Anyhow, it is what it is. So on the 16th, Mercury moves back into Aries, conjuncts Neptune. Yeah. Any of you guys doing trade? Watch out for that, Dave. That ain't going to be too great for trade. You're going to be all over the place, mate. You're going to be swimming. And that will be there for a few days. It's within itself. Mars on the 16th of April is going to be at the last degree of Cancer, getting ready to move into Aries. 17th, we've still got the Mercury conjunct Neptune on the 17th of April. We've still got Venus conjunct Saturn. Hold on to your money, people. Buy the necessity things. On the 18th of April, Mars moves into Leo, the sign of the lion. Okay. Things are about to get heated up. 19th, what is happening? Mercury starts pulling away from Mercury. We've still got the Venus, Saturn, because Venus is still going to be slow, you see. She's just come out of retrograde. So she's hovering around with Saturn. Watch out around this time. And on the 20th of April, the sun moves into the sign of Taurus. Well. I think I'm going to leave the news there for now. But we've got some interesting times. I think we need to be mindful of our money. We need to be mindful about relationships with Venus, Saturn. This is a time where we need to be realistic. Venus, Saturn is about realism. What works versus what doesn't work. What is not working, cut the crap. Get rid of it. Start to establish, start to build solid foundations in your relationships. And also with your money. Start becoming more conservative, calculated, disciplined, structured, responsible with your money. Venus conjunct Saturn. Venus conjunct Saturn is a time where we really need to start taking more responsibilities with the things that we value. And it's probably fair to say we all value different things. However, at the top of things that which we do tend to value is our loved ones, right? Whether they be blood relatives or friends. Venus is your social circle, is your friends as well, right? You know, and another thing which we hold with very high value is money. How can it not be? You need money. Got to pay the bills. And as I said, as we saw yesterday, them bills are rising and they ain't coming down. So Saturn is saying, hey, take this stuff serious. Start building. Start valuing your talents. Venus is connected with your talents. So yeah, coolio. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it there. That is enough for today. Anything else? Outer Shell Alchemy. Hi, how you doing? Lemise is letting me know that, and I forgot today too. So she forgot that the show was on. People, put you should put an alarm or something. There's so many different things now, isn't there? You got alarms, you got reminders. Let's put it on. Lunar Lounge show, 12:30. By the way, no Lunar Lounge show next week. So you heard that one. Yeah, there's no Lunar Lounge show next week. I'm out and about. I've got things doing. Yeah. Bit of a bugger, but yeah. So no Lunar Lounge next week on the 9th. Got somewhere to be. All right. So for the competition, which is going to be coming up shortly, yeah, you still answer next week, but I will be answering it. I'll be bringing it to the table the following week. So that's that. Pamela is saying Venus conjunction Saturn in my chart. Well, you're going to feel it the most. For those people who have any Saturn Venus connections in your chart, anybody who has a Venus Saturn aspect in your chart, you are going to feel this planetary alignment more because you've got it in your chart. And especially if it's a conjunction. So yeah, you're going to be getting echoes of what you were born with. So yeah, time to get serious. Saturn ain't playing no jokes. So yeah, I think it's quite interesting. It may be a little bit easier because Venus is exalted. That can ease things a little bit. She can perhaps maybe, what's the word? Entice. She can entice Saturn a bit. She can show him some love. So that can be helpful. But yeah, it is what it is. Okay. Where are we at this week? I believe it is competition time. It is competition time. Okay. I'm going to go to the non-winners. My question last week was, what planet rules sheep? Sheep. There's no winner. However, in the order, loving you, Yvette, you're coming in right on the money in terms of timing. And she said in the email, I'm tired. I'm going around in circles trying to figure out. So I'm saying the moon. I'm not saying Jupiter, I'm saying the moon. So what, the moon is what came first, is it? Oh God, bloody hell. I can't give it to you, but there is an element of, yeah, the moon. The moon has a strong association with animals as a whole, collectively. But again, that's generalizing or generic, you could say. Because again, animal instincts and stuff, it's all lunar. But specific animals belong to planets. We got Christian here. He says Mars. I think you're thinking, I think you see, I see where Christian's coming from. I think Christian's saying, yeah, Aries, the ram, sheep. Yeah, Mars. Be very careful. Be very careful. Slippery slope. And you have to realize that there's a difference between sign and planet, although there's an affinity with them, but be careful. And there's a difference, although a ram is a part of the sheep, yes, but it's different, right? It is different, but they are part of the sheep family. What wasn't it they say? All rams are sheep, not all sheep are rams. Difference. So there's a difference there. All rams are sheep, not all sheep are rams. Remember that. Where do we find sheep? Amy says my guess of the ruling planet sheep is Neptune. Why Neptune? Why did you say Neptune? I wonder why. Is it because like sheep seem a bit like because they're soft? What do sheep provide? They give us wool, keep you nice and warm. Are you getting it? Yeah. Where else do we see sheep? In the Christian, Lord is my shepherd. So we see it in certain religious terms, don't we? Yeah. The planet that rules sheep is the sun. Yes. The planet that rules sheep is the sun. Another planet that's also connected with sheep is the planet Mercury. Yeah. Bet you didn't know that one, did you? So it's Sun Mercury, but it was actually the sun who gave Mercury rulership over sheep. The sun actually was the one who gave a lot of the planets, actually, but he gave Mercury the providence over sheep. So the answer is the sun. So no winner this weekend. However, I'm going to be setting another question. So the thing is I ask a question. The first person who inboxes me next week, Wednesday, midnight UK time, UK midnight. Although there's not going to be a show next week, but in 2 weeks' time, I will come and I will announce the show. Let's get the email up on, because people then say, oh, what is the email? For those of you who are watching the show, of course, on YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn. I'm live on LinkedIn. That is the email right there. That's where you send the answer to. I'm gonna ask the question in a moment. The Lunar Lounge Show podcast at gmail.com for those of you who are listening to the recording. And shout outs for you who download the show, keeping the show going. Really want to thank you guys. Keep sharing and let this show grow, man. We want the show to grow. And we need a sponsor. We need another sponsor. Shout outs to Magic Mind. Yeah. Go get your Magic Mind. All the details are before. You see it there? That's it there. That's it there. Yes. Go get your Magic Mind, people. What's it I was going to say? Yeah. So shout outs to you guys who are downloading the show. Keep the show going. But we're looking for some more sponsors. The Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com. The Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com. So the question this week is, I ask a question. First person who inboxes me next week, midnight. It's got to be GMT time. GMT. So adjust your clocks. Right? First person who inboxes me gets £30 sent to their account. So, people, what planet rules bankers? What planet rules bankers? First person who inboxes me next week, Wednesday, midnight, UK time. Yep. What planet rules bankers? Yeah. Capri is saying, I love these competitions. It really makes you think. It does. Yeah. Oh Lord, I toyed with that. So you toyed with that answer. You didn't know. I know how it is. Amy was saying, I was coming from that they need direction and not associated with sheep. Yeah, there is something about that. Yeah. But even if you look at it from that perspective, it's the sun which directs. It's the sun that leads the way. Follow the yellow brick road. Yeah, that's the sun. So yeah, it's quite interesting. Yeah. So what planet rules bankers? First person who inboxes me next week, Wednesday, midnight UK time, you get £30. The email is the Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com. So, any announcements? There is some announcements before I go to tarot card of the week. What is some announcements? Okay, courses are on the way, people. Lifetime courses are on the way. Get studying. Sign up. Why? Because the prices are about to go up. Okay, astrology courses are available for beginners, intermediate, and advanced. However, to do my courses, you've got to do the beginners. The beginners is quite packed. It's quite packed. There's a lot of stuff in there. And then, move on to the intermediate, move on to the advanced. You can sign up at any time, but sign up now because the prices are going up. You have installment options also as well. There's also a discount, which is also available at the moment. So you want to take advantage of that. Yeah. 2 classes a week, people. 2 classes a week. Every Tuesday, every Thursday. 2 classes a week. There's no other college or school doing that. Can't keep up with me. Shout out to Mustafa. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge show. 2 classes a week, every Tuesday, every Thursday. All classes are recorded. You get access to all the recordings. You get access to videos, reading materials, quizzes, games, mock exams. All of it's there. All my courses are certified. Yes, you will sit an exam at the end. You have to sit an exam at the end with me watching you. I'm not going to, there's nothing here. You're going to be live here. You're going to be live on the screen. Can't go to no toilet. You've got to be sitting there. And you're going to be on a timer. And you're going to submit right in front of me. And yeah. So, yeah, examination time. So, yeah, and then you get certified. And then you can move on to the next level. Got to make sure that you know your astrology. What's happening? Tarot classes are on the way. Now, for those of you who've done my beginners tarot course, I'm doing it intermediate. I was meant to start, but I just got messed up with the whole Mercury retrograde. I told you my Facebook is, yeah, exactly, got hacked during a Mercury retrograde. Got hacked, has been taken down, is no longer there. Shout out to Race75. Hello, welcome. So Facebook's got hacked, so I couldn't really promote it how I wanted to, but I am looking to do it. If not, no, it won't be this weekend. It will either be the following weekend, or if not, it'll be after that. It's going to be on a Sunday. Every Sunday, it's going to be at 2 p.m. Yeah, for the tarot card intermediate level. This is for the intermediate level. Okay, so for those of you who've done the beginners, you can jump on that. So I think some of you thought that it's actually happened already, but no, it didn't. I was talking about it. I was putting it out there, but it hasn't happened. So in the next 2 weeks, you should be hearing that. I'll definitely be confirming it. And for those of you following me on the social media, you're going to be seeing the posts anyway. So that's going to be for the intermediate tarot. Or for those of you who are also on my, newsletter. So you'll be getting that too. So watch out for that. LaDonna, so wait, the certificate we got back in 2012 ain't certified? No, of course it is. But The one you lot did in 2012 weren't. You lot got off easy. Let's put it that way. This one's more. It's gone up. There's more material. There's more material. The stuff from 2012. My God, that sounds so far away. When I look at it now, it's like that's 13 years ago. Bloody hell, where does the time go? It just felt like yesterday. It's 13 years ago. Damn. You see? So yeah, LaDonna. So it's changed now, repackaged, reformed, additional material, bang, bang, bang. So it's a lot more packed. You guys got off lucky. So yeah, the one you did in 2012 is certified, but no, you need to, yeah. Jack said, I didn't get certification. LaDonna saying, I'm 40 now. Yeah, exactly. You weren't even having your Saturn return then. Yeah, Jackie. Yeah, what are you talking about? Yeah. No, that one you didn't get certified. There wasn't a certificate for that one. Yeah, you didn't get certified. Yeah. Yeah, LaDonna saying, I know I was a child. Yeah, the one in 2012 wasn't certified. This one is. This one is. Florence was going to ask the same question. Would have start at the beginning if we did in 2012. Yeah. Yeah, it's repackaged now. A lot more in depth. It's a lot more in depth. Jack is back. Jack is back. You see, there we go. She said it there. It is a lot harder. You're getting it there. It's a lot more harder. And yeah, you didn't sit exams. No, you didn't sit exams. So yeah, no, it's different now, man. It's all pro. You get your own portfolio. Well, I said portfolio portal. You get to sign in. You get your own account. You can learn at your thing. You get videos. You get reading material. Tons of reading material. Going to be stuff up there. Videos. You get test quizzes. You don't have to take the test quizzes. But there's some test mocks to keep you up. But when it comes to the exam's going to be like, shoot, I'm going to be in front of you like this. Making sure you're marking that stuff. No allowed. Make sure you empty your bladder before you go. No drinking, no water. So yeah, you didn't sit an exam. So this one's yeah. Race is saying, hi there, listening to you and long time no. Oh, how you doing, Race? Okay. Great stuff. Welcome to the show. Great to have you here. Hi, would I be progressing in 2025? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you're definitely going to be progressing in 2025. Should hope we're all progressing in 2025. Florence is saying, okay, how far in are you? Is it too late to start? It's never too late to start. It's never too late to start. No. How far am I in? No, listen. Okay, let me explain how the astrology works. Because what was happening was I was kind of doing the astrology program like you start in September, kind of like how the school setup kind of was. Do September, we have a break around Christmas, New Year, then do beginning of the year, have a Christmas around Easter, then do it till the summer holiday. But what I was finding was that wasn't working because people learn about it or may have maybe the money to sign up at different times. Now, you sign up at any time. The reason why I'm just urging people to sign up now is because the prices are going up, right? And there's a discount on offer. But the thing is that you sign up at any time. When you sign up, you get your own portal. The moment you sign up, you get the email sent to you. You set up your portal, password, email, password, and then you go in. When you go in, all of the videos which you must be watching, studying, is all there. So you watch the sun, you watch on the moon, you watch Mercury, you watch Venus, you watch Ring, and then it goes on to the signs, and then it goes into the houses, and then it goes on to the aspects, and then it goes on to the thing, and then it goes on to and it speaks about all other things in between. So there's a lot of material. Each video is approximately between 30 minutes to 40 minutes long. And unless you watch one, you can't go on to the other. It's locked. So you can't just say, I just want to jump and see what Jip's up. No. You've got to watch from the beginning. Sun, moon, sect, and all the different topics. And you go through it until you finish. So, and then there's live classes every week. So if you have any questions, bring them to the live classes. But every week in class, I will be talking about a particular topic, which so you can jump in at any time. Doesn't matter. Every class is there. All the classes that have been taken, you can have access to the old classes, and you have access to the classes which you've had as well. All there. Reading material there. Test all that there. That's how it's working. So you can start anytime. I'm just urging you to start because the prices are going up. And everyone will be like, what? Is that how much it is? Listen, people. It is what it is. And once you sign up, by the way, you get lifetime access. Right? So doing it on pace. Because people have got different commitments. People have got children to watch after. People have got work. People, you can't sing. Sometimes you're not going to be able to make it to class. So it varies. Shout out to Pretty. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Shout out to Raja Kumar. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Forgive me. So yeah, it is what it is. So start up. Yeah, you got to start at the beginners again. Yeah. So even though you start at the beginners again, for those of you who have studied with me before, yeah, there's going to be quite a lot of it that you think, yeah, I kind of know that. But there's going to be stuff like, oh, hold on a minute. Not only that, there's probably a lot of stuff you forgot if you haven't, but you will. There's going to be stuff that, oh shit, I didn't know that, because it's more. It's everything now. You've got traditional, you've got medieval, you've got modern contemporary, psychological astrology. Everything's it's all in. It's all packed in. I've got Egyptian, I've got Babylonian, I've got Greek, I've got Rome, everything, it's all in. Persian, it's all you get in a full all in. So yeah, sign up. It's packed. It will take you some months, trust me. It's on the ball. So hit me up, sacredplanets@gmail.com. Or hit me up with a text for those of you who do have my number. Yeah, and that's what it is. Astro Gold must be cheaper now. Astro Gold. You're talking well, you can get it on the phone now. What is it? I think it went up to about £40, didn't it? 20-something pounds, £40. But you can get the computer version. I think the computer version is like 250. I think something around there about. It's about 200 odd. For the Mac or the PC, it's about 200. Yeah, the phone's good. The phone's quite good. It's very good. I always use it. But for the computer, but for the phone, I think it went up to about £40. I think so. Something like that. Yeah, have a look. But yeah, it's more expensive. I think it did go up. It was £20 at one point, and then it went up to like 40. But I think it differed whether it was on Android or if it was iPhone. So, yeah, everything's going up in price, including my courses. Intermediate Tarot will be coming in the next few weeks. Hold on for that. Also, next month in May, I'm going to be starting palmistry again. I'm going to be starting a palmistry course again. Future destiny is in your hands. All these lines in your hands, what do they mean? How can you interpret them? So that as well. Numerology, that's already started. No point signing up to that. That's gone too far. We're nearly halfway through that. But I will be doing another one in numerology. Yeah, you got on these numbers, man. They're on it. What else? Yeah, I think that's about it. People, let's go to the tarot card. Madonna saying, I have Astro Gold on my phone. Yeah, the phone is good. Yeah, the phone is really good, actually. I like it. Madonna says, I paid 26 back in 2011. Wow. Okay. I think it may be, I think it's probably about £40 now. Something like that. That's what somebody was telling me. I think it was like £40. I think the earlier people got it for like 1999, and then it went up to like the 26, and then it went up to then 40. So yeah. Yeah, you paid 1999. Yeah, that was back in the day. Yeah, that's how much I paid. I think we got lucky, or we got in early. But yeah, things went up. Anywho, tarot card of the week. Let's see. Ladonna, £20. Yeah, 1999. We got in early before it went up. So, but it's a very good app. It's a very good app. Gonna pick the card of the week. What do we got? Woo! You don't want that one. The Three of Swords. It's not a nice one, is it? But everything has its positives. What is this card? It's about recognizing or realizing the truth. This is probably the bills. Yeah, this is the bills that I recognized going up yesterday. Yeah, that's how I felt. The Three of Swords. It's a mental card. It's a card about recognizing something. It's about perhaps a disappointment, a little bit of a heartbreak, a letdown in some way, shape, or form. But what are the positives of this card? This card is indicating that the truth is going to be revealed. The truth is going to come out. We're going to see things for what they truly, really are, is what this card is about. The Three of Swords indicates that it could be a feeling of minor setbacks. This week is a week where we can start to prepare to heal in some kind of way after recognizing something. This card is actually indicating things cannot get any worse than they have been or are. I like that. We can move on up. This card is about a bitter truth. So over the course of the next week, we face a bit of truth. That's fine. We need it. Why? Because it will allow us to see the reality and see things for what they really are, which will allow us to move on. And that is what the Three of Swords is about. Tarot card of the week. Painful but sweet. Painful but truth. Jack saying now it's $39.99. There we go. Inflation. Yeah. Yeah, we got in quite lucky. We got in early with it. That's what it is. Shout out to Tina. Tina Prida. Tina. I'll just call you Tina. Welcome to the show, although it's the end of the show. Listen, I got places to be, people to see, things to do. There's no show next week. Probably why I went a bit over. There's no show next week, so don't look out for the Lunar Lounge next week. I'll be back in 2 weeks' time. Yeah. What else? Yeah, that is about it. People, it's been a real pleasure. Florence said, I have sent a message for the info and price for Astrology Beginners 2025. Ooh, no problem. Don't worry, you get a nice discount. But yeah, there's quite a few people interested actually in signing up. But it's good. It's every week we go in. So yeah, people, I am done. I am done. I want to thank each and every single one of you for being a part of this show. I'm going to be back
To the
in 2
Lunar
weeks.
Lounge.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do unless you've done it already.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
Get your competition in for next week. 30 Squirrela. And on that note,
Welcome
you've
to
been
the
listening to the
Lunar
Lunar Lounge Show. My name's Israela Josie. People, stay blessed, and I am out. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hit Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hit Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hit Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hit Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hit Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hit Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hit Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.